డౌన్లోడ్ ద యాప్ అని చెప్పాలా? One, two, three, test. No. Hi all, welcome to Saimedha Koti. So as all of you know, it's a famous coaching center for both Polycet and also ESET coaching. So many times we got the first ranks in both Polycet and also ESET. Yes, here coming to see those who are to join this Polycet coaching, all of you know this, download the app saimedha.in and also so contact number 9246212138. Yeah, this is all of you know, it's a Saimedha only Koti center. It appears in the Koti, it's a famous. Yes. Yeah, coming to what is the topic today? Just I am going to give some brief about the quadratic equations. Quadratic equations. Yeah, all of you know what is the weightage of the mathematics in the Polycet? It is a 60 marks weightage. Out of the 60 marks, this quadratic equation itself, it's a 6 to 7 marks. You can expect 6 to 7 marks from the quadratic equations. That's a very important topic. Yes. Yeah, all of you have studied in the 10th standard quadratic equations also. Right. Yeah, coming to see the weightage of the quadratic equation, as all of you know, it's a 6 to 7 marks. Yes. Slide. Okay. Yes. What is the quadratic equation here? So what is the definition of the quadratic equations? Right. Equation means what? Which contains at least one variable, then it is called a equation. Here a linear equation. What is linear equation? Linear equation. What is the definition? An equation whose degree is 1. An equation whose degree is 1 is called the linear equation. We can write it as a ax plus b is equals to 0. What is the meaning of the equation? If there is an equal symbol, then it is called the equation. If there is a inequality symbol like ax plus b greater than 0, less than 0, greater than or equal to 0, less than or equal to 0, they are all comes under the inequations. These are all inequations. Ax plus b equal to 0. If there is an equal symbol, then it is called the equation. What is the name of this equation? Ax plus b equal to 0 is called the linear equation because of what is the degree of this one here? Degree is equals to 1. What is the degree here? 1. Ax plus b equal to 0. Degree is 1, where a and b are the arbitrary constants. What are the a and b? Arbitrary constants. So if you take the quadratic equation, what is the quadratic equation? What is quadratic equation here? So what is the degree? Degree of the quadratic equation is that 2. So its a general form is represented as ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0. Ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0 provided a it should not be equal to 0. A it should not be equal to 0. A అనేది 0 అయ్యింది అనుకోండి. If a is 0, then it becomes a linear equation. A అనేది ఇక్కడ 0 కాకూడదు. A it should not be equal to 0. Then it is called a quadratic equation. What is the degree of the quadratic equation? degree is equals to, what is the degree of the quadratic equation? Degree is 2. If degree is 1, then it is a linear equation. If degree is 2, it is a quadratic equation. So if the cubic equation, what is the degree of the cubic equation? Cubic equation. What is the cubic equation means degree? Yes, degree is the 3. So if it is a degree is 4 by quadratic, like that we have different types of equations. For our Polycet purpose, quadratic equation, what is the degree of the equation here? Degree is 2 is required. So that is called the quadratic equation. Then next pure quadratic. If you will take the pure quadratic, there is no x term. Then it is called a pure quadratic. Remember this word, pure quadratic. So when it is said to be pure quadratic, that means what? Perfect quadratic. There is no x term like ax square plus c is equals to 0. Then it is called a pure quadratic equation. We should remember this word. What is a linear? Degree is 1. Quadratic, degree is 2. Cubic, degree is 3. Pure quadratic, if there is a x term absence, b value is 0, then it is a pure quadratic equation. It is also very, very important. So coming to next, how to calculate what are the roots of the quadratic equations. What is the general form of the quadratic equation? Well, all of you know quadratic equation general form, ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0, provided a should not be 0. A anedi 0 undakudadu, then only it is a quadratic. How to calculate the roots of the quadratic equation? We have the general formula, x is equals to minus b plus or minus square root b square minus 4ac divided by 2a, minus b plus or minus square root b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. That is a general what is called formula for, yes, standard formula for calculating the roots of quadratic equation. Yes, there is a speciality about this b square minus 4ac. What is this b square minus 4ac? Is called discriminant. B square minus 4ac is called discriminant. The discriminant is represented as d. D is equals to b square minus 4ac. D is equals to b square minus 4ac. D is called the discriminant. Depending on this discriminant, you will find the nature of the roots, different natures of the roots. What are the nature of the roots here? Nature. This is also very important, nature of the roots. What are the different natures of the roots we have depending on the discriminant? D is equals to b square minus 4ac. See here, if d value is equals to 0, if b square minus 4ac is equals to 0, what is the root? You will find x is equals to minus b by a, b by 2a, minus b by 2a. What is the nature of the roots here? Minus b by 2a, minus b by 2a. Roots are real and equal. Roots are real and equal. That's very important. If discriminant is 0, what are the roots? Equal. Two roots are minus b by 2a, minus b by 2a. What is the nature of the roots? Are real and equal. If discriminant is greater than 0, discriminant is greater than 0, then what is the nature of the roots here? The roots are real and distinct here, but in the distinct again two types are there here. If d value less than 0, three cases we have: discriminant equal to 0, discriminant greater than 0, discriminant less than 0. If discriminant greater than 0, what are the natures of the roots here? if discriminant greater than 0 and a discriminant is a perfect square, b square minus 4ac, if it is a discriminant is a perfect square, two cases here. Discriminant is a perfect square, one case. If discriminant is not perfect square, is not perfect square, two cases we have to remember. If discriminant is a perfect square, if discriminant is a perfect square, means let us take b square minus 4ac is the 4. What is the square root of the 4 is the plus or minus, we can take. So discriminant is a perfect square. What is the nature of the roots here? Real and rational. Real and rational. This word is very, very important. Real and rational and distinct. The roots are the distinct roots. Distinct roots. Real and rational distinct. If d greater than 0 is not a perfect square, what is the nature of the roots are? Real and irrational. Real and irrational. Real and irrational and distinct. Real and irrational, and also you can say distinct roots. They are distinct roots. This is very important. If d equal to 0, directly you can say roots are real and equal. If d greater than 0 and the d value is perfect square, roots are real and rational and distinct. And if it is not, the d is not a perfect square, then the roots are real and irrational and distinct. And also it follows the conjugate. The example of irrational example is, let us take a plus root b. A plus root b is one root, then immediately we will find the a minus root b. These two are the two irrational roots. They are irrational roots. A plus root b, a minus root b are the irrational. Whenever you will find the a plus root b irrational, immediately we will find one more. Inkokati immediate one ki conjugate kuda untadi manaki. What is the conjugate of a plus root b? It is a minus root b. A minus root b conjugate is a plus root b. Both are conjugates each other. A plus root b and a minus root b. If d less than 0, discriminant less than 0, what is the nature of the roots are? Complex roots. Complex and conjugate. Complex and conjugate. Yes, remember all these words are very, very important. Yes. If d greater than d equal to 0, this is one case. D equal to 0. D greater than 0. This is the second case. D greater than 0. D greater than 0. If d greater than 0, two cases depends on the d value. If it is a perfect square and if it is not a perfect square. If d less than 0, complex conjugates. What is the nature of the roots are? Complex conjugates. How these complex conjugates roots appears here? Complex conjugates roots. These are the irrational and conjugate. Irrational and conjugate. Irrational and conjugate. Then what is the complex conjugate is a plus ib, a minus ib. These are the complex conjugates roots. Complex conjugates. Complex conjugates. So this knowledge is compulsorily required while solving the questions from the quadratic equations. Very, very important. The weightage of the quadratic equation, you can expect 6 marks, 6 to 7 out of 60 from the mathematics in the Polycet. Yes, guys, concentrate here. These all three cases are very, very important. We are using the conjugate word here two times. One is irrational conjugate, a plus root b, a minus root b, and complex conjugate, a plus ib and a minus ib. If the roots are real and if the root d equal to 0, what is the nature of the roots are? Real and equal. Remember these three cases, very, very important. What is the formula for the discriminant? Discriminant formula, d is equals to b square minus 4ac. వాడు రెగ్యులర్ గా మీకు ఎగ్జామ్ లో డిస్క్రిమినెంట్ క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేయమని అడుగుతుంటాడు. వాట్ ఇస్ డిస్క్రిమినెంట్ అంటే ఇక్కడ ఏం చెప్తాం, డైరెక్ట్లీ b స్క్వేర్ మైనస్ 4ac. ఇక్కడ b అంటే ఏంటమ్మా, వాట్ ఇస్ ద b, కోఎఫిషియంట్ ఆఫ్ x వేరియబుల్. a అంటే వాట్ ఇస్ ద a, కోఎఫిషియంట్ ఆఫ్ x స్క్వేర్. What is the C? Constant term. Remember all these three. So very very important. Next. And one more word here we have to remember. What is the root of the equation? Root. Root of equation. Root of quadratic equation. Root. What is another name? This root is also called zero. Zero of equation. This two words use chestunaru. Confuse avadu. What are the two words here? They are using root of the equation, zero of the equation, root of the equation, zero of the equation, root of the equation. What is another word for the root of the equation? Zero of the equation. Let us take x is equals to alpha. Let x is equals to alpha. Let x is equals to alpha is a root of equation. Root of equation, root of quadratic equation. Let x is equals to alpha is the root of the quadratic equation. Ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. What does it mean here? It should satisfy the equation. అంటే ఇక్కడ x బదులు ఆల్ఫా పెట్టాలి. a alpha square plus b into alpha plus c is equals to 0. a alpha square plus b alpha plus c is equals to 0. After substituting x equal to alpha, మనకి 0 వచ్చింది అనుకోండి, result is 0. Then that value of alpha is called the root of the equation. Another name root of the equation is called the zero of the equation. That's very important. Coming to sum of the roots. How many roots you will get for the quadratic equation? 2 roots. That's also very important. Number of roots for quadratic equation. Number of roots for quadratic equation. For quadratic equation, number of roots for quadratic equation. What are the number of roots for quadratic equation? Is equals to 2. Number of roots for quadratic equation is equals to 2. Very important. Number of roots for quadratic equation is 2. Yeah. So what is the quadratic? Let us take that alpha and beta are the two roots. Alpha, beta are the two roots. Alpha and beta are the two roots. Then yes, what is the sum of the roots here? Sum of roots, SUM. Sum of roots. Sum of roots alpha plus beta. We have standard formula, alpha plus beta is equals to minus b by a. Alpha plus beta is minus b by a. And the different of the roots, product of the roots, sum of the roots is minus b by a. Product of the roots, what is the formula for product of the roots? Product of the roots is product of roots is equals to c by a. These two are very very important. Sum of the roots is minus b by a. Product of the roots is the c by a. These two are very very important formulae. Along with that, product of the roots means what here? Alpha into beta. Alpha into beta is the c by a. So along with that, we should have the knowledge about alpha square plus beta square. How to write alpha square plus beta square is alpha plus beta whole square minus 2 into alpha beta. So this knowledge also required. And what is 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta? 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta is alpha plus beta divided by alpha into beta. So like that, alpha plus beta is what? Sum of the roots. Alpha into beta is the product of the roots. And also we should have the knowledge about alpha cube plus beta cube formula also. Alpha cube plus beta cube is alpha plus beta whole cube. Alpha plus beta whole cube minus 3 into alpha beta, alpha plus beta. 3 into alpha beta into alpha plus beta. Alpha cube plus beta cube is alpha plus beta whole cube minus 3 alpha beta into alpha plus beta. So all this knowledge is required to solve the numericals from the quadratic equation. ఇవన్నీ knowledge ఉండాలి మనకి. What is the sum of the roots and what is the product of the roots in the quadratic equations. Last slide. ఈ slide కొంచెం జాగ్రత్తగా అబ్జర్వ్ చేయాలి. Lot of formulae are there. So along with that we should have the knowledge about next one here, different parabolas. What are the different parabolas curves here? One is if y square equal to x, which quadrant that y square equal to x covers? Y square equal to x, it is a right-handed parabola. What is the name of this parabola? Is called right-handed parabola. Because of it is a sided right side, bending to the right side, right-handed parabola. Y square x equal to which quadrant it is covering? This is the quadrant 1, first quadrant, second, third, fourth. Which quadrant it is covering? Q1 and Q4. First and fourth quadrant. That is also very important. If it is a y square equal to minus x, what type of parabola it is? Y square equal to minus x is the what type of parabola? Y square equal to minus x is the left-handed parabola. Left-handed parabola. What is the name of all these curves are called? Parabolas. This is the left-handed parabola. Which quadrant it is covering? Y square equal to minus x. Which quadrant it is covering? This is Q2, second quadrant, and it is a Q3. Which quadrant it is covering? Q2 and Q3. Direct bits. మీరు అబ్జర్వ్ చేయాల్సింది ఏంటంటే y square equal to x ఇచ్చాడా, y square equal to minus x. Then next x square equal to y, and x square equal to minus y. If it is x square equal to y, what type of parabola it is? Upward. ఈ parabola అనేది మనకి అప్ సైడ్ ఉంటుంది parabola. X square equal to y. Which quadrant this is covering? This is called, what is the name of this parabola? Is upward parabola. So observe which quadrant it is curve is covering. It is quadrant 1 and quadrant 2. Then x square equal to minus y. It is a downward parabola. This is a downward parabola. Student జాగ్రత్త అబ్జర్వ్ చేయాలి. మనకి 4 types of curves చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్. ఎందుకు why we are considering these 4 curves అనేది అన్నిట్లలో కూడా మనకి ఏంటంటే quadratic. What is the degree of this curve? Degree is 2. ఇక్కడ వేరియబుల్ డిగ్రీ హైయెస్ట్ డిగ్రీ ఎంత ఉంది? 2. ఇక్కడ కూడా what is the degree? 2. In every curve the degree is the 2. Is a downward parabola. Which quadrant it is covering here? Q3 and Q4. Quadrant 3 and quadrant 4. Q3 and Q4. So observe here, right-handed parabola అనేది ఏ quadrant ఉంది మనకి? Q1, Q4. Left-handed parabola which quadrant? Q2, Q3. Quadrant 2, quadrant 3. Upward parabola Q1, Q2. Downward parabola Q3, Q4. Remember all 4 types of parabolas to understand our quadratic equations. వీటి మీద చాలా ఐడియాస్ ఉండాలి మనకి. Coming to some important formula required to solve the questions. ఇక్కడ area of rectangle. If you observe, area of rectangle is equals to length into breadth. Area of the rectangle is length into breadth. So we should have the knowledge about area of the rectangle, length into breadth. What is that? Surface. Complete area of the rectangle is L into B square units. Next what is called? It is a perimeter. What is a perimeter? If you observe the perimeter of the rectangle, what is the perimeter of the rectangle? 2 into L plus B. 2 into L plus B. This knowledge is required. Coming to square, if you observe the square, all the sides are the same. All sides are the same. What is the area of the square? Area of square. Area of the square is equals to. What is the area of the square? A is equals to x square square units. And if you observe the perimeter here, perimeter is equals to 4x. So complete knowledge. ఈ complete knowledge ఉండాలి. ఇక్కడ diagonal తీసుకుంటే, what is the diagonal here? Diagonal, if you take the diagonal here, is equals to square root of L square plus B square. ఈ complete knowledge ఉండాలి మనకి to solve the questions from the, what is the topic is called quadratic equation. The simple topic in the Polycet quadratic equation also. Once again, if you observe the slides one by one again. So what is the linear equation? Degree is 1. Quadratic equation degree is 2. What is the standard form of quadratic equation? Ax square plus bx plus c. ఇక్కడ a అనేది 0 కాకూడదు ఖచ్చితంగా. Cubic equation degree is 3. And if there is no x term, then it is called a pure quadratic. And if you observe here, what are the roots? General form of the roots. X equal to minus b plus or minus square root b square minus 4ac by 2a. And b square minus 4ac is called the discriminant. So what is the name of this? B square minus 4ac is the discriminant. It is represented as d depending on the d value, nature of the roots. Very, very important. Tree diagram అనేది tree diagram. This is very, very important slide. If d equal to 0, what is the nature of the roots? Real and equal. D greater than 0, they are real and distinct. Real and distinct లో కూడా మనకి ఇక్కడ real two types. What are the real here? Rational and irrational. If it is a perfect square, if D is a perfect square, D perfect square, real and rational. D is not a perfect square, real and irrational and distinct. If D less than 0, the roots are complex conjugates. Irrational roots ఎలా appear అవుతాయి మనకి? A plus root B and A minus root B. ఒక రూట్ A plus B రూట్ అయింది అనుకోండి, ఇంకో రూట్ ఖచ్చితంగా A minus root B. అదొకటి గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవాలి. అండ్ కాంప్లెక్స్ కాంజుగేట్ రూట్స్ వాట్ ఆర్ దట్? A plus IB and A minus IB. దీని గురించి మీరు ఎక్కువ I అంటే ఏంటం ఇక్కడ మనకి I is equals to square root minus 1. I square equal to minus 1. Yes. So coming to next here, some important root of the equation. Another name is the zero of the equation. What is the zero of the equation? X equal to alpha is the zero of the equation. X square plus bx plus c 0. Only if it is substituting alpha x in place of the x alpha పెట్టండి 0 వచ్చేసేదని. What is the alpha is called the root of the equation. Another name of the root of equation ఏమని చెప్తున్నా ఇక్కడ? Zero of the equation. Number of roots for the quadratic equation are how many? 2. What are the standard notations? Alpha and beta. Sum of the roots formula alpha plus beta is minus b by a. Product of the roots alpha into beta is a c by a. And also remember all these formula. And then next important standard curves here, parabolas, 4 types of parabolas, and where these curves are occupying which quadrants, that's also very, very important. And coming to important formula related to what is called a rectangle and the square, remember all of them. So let us solve some numericals based on these quadratic equations. Here you observe roots of the equation x square minus 5x minus 2 equal to 0. What is the formula to calculate the root here? Root of the equation. What is the formula to calculate? X is equals to x is equals to minus b plus or minus square root b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. You observe here x square minus 5x minus 2. ఇక్కడ డైరెక్ట్లీ యూ కెనాట్ స్ప్లిట్ ఇన్ టు ద ఫ్యాక్టర్స్. దీన్ని మనము ఒక ఫ్యాక్టర్స్ లాగా డైరెక్ట్లీ రిప్రజెంట్ చేయలేము. x మైనస్ ఆల్ఫా ఇంటూ x మైనస్ బీటా ఈక్వల్ టు 0. డైరెక్ట్లీ ఫ్యాక్టర్స్ నాట్ అవైలబుల్. రియల్ ఫ్యాక్టర్. సి ఇఫ్ యూ అబ్జర్వ్ వాట్ ఆర్ ద రూట్స్ హియర్, అంటే రేషనల్ రూట్స్ డైరెక్ట్ రావట్లేదు మనకి. దెర్ ఇస్ ఎ పాసిబిలిటీ ఆఫ్ ద ఇర్రేషనల్. మైనస్ b, what is the b value here? Check the b value. B value is the minus 5, a value is the 1, c value is minus 2. Substitute here minus b. What is that? Minus of minus 5. minus of minus 5 plus or minus square root b square ఎంత వస్తుంది మనకి 25 minus 4ac 4 into 1 into minus 2 divided by 2a 2 into 1. What is the answer we are getting? Minus or minus plus 5 plus or minus square root 25 plus 8 divided by 2. What is the result we are getting? 5 plus or minus root 33 divided by 2. What is the nature of the roots here? Root 33 అనేది perfect square కాదు. దీనికి దగ్గరలో ఉన్న perfect square ఏంటిది 36. So because of it is not a perfect square, what is the nature of the roots here? 5 plus root 33 by 2, 5 minus root 33 by 2. What is the nature of the roots? They are real. అంటే ఇక్కడ discriminant ఏంటమ్మా? What is the discriminant is 33? Because of discriminant is 33 is greater than 0. 33 greater than 0. Roots are real only, definitely, but the roots are rational or irrational. Rational or irrational depends on 33 whether it is a perfect square or not. 33 is not a perfect square. If discriminant is not a perfect square, what is the nature of the roots? They are real and irrational. Real and irrational is the correct answer. Real and irrational roots. Irrational roots ఎలా ఉంటాయని చెప్పాము ఆల్రెడీ మనము. If it is a 1 is a alpha plus root beta, how the roots appears? Yes, if one is a plus root b, another is a minus root b. Definitely a plus root b, a minus root b. What is the solution for this bit? Different options are given. Real and irrational, real and rational, real and equal, not real. Not real అంటే ఏంటి? Complex అని అర్థం. Not real అంటే ఏంటి? ఇక్కడ మనకి complex roots are imaginary. So what is the correct answer for this question? Real and irrational. Yes, hope all of you understood that the answer is the real and irrational. Coming to, if f of x is equals to kx square, f of x is the kx square plus 4x plus 2. F of 1 is equals to 7. F of 1 is 7. Then what is k value? F of 1 is 7. What is k value? F of 1 అంటే ఇక్కడ మనము ఇక్కడ f of 1 అంటే ఇక్కడ 1 అనేది 0 or root of the equation అని చెప్తాం. What is f of 1 here? F of 1 అంటే x బదులు మనం ఏం చేయాలి? ఇక్కడ x బదులు 1 పెట్టాలి. 1 సబ్స్టిట్యూషన్ చేయండి. k into 1 square plus 4 into 1 plus 2. If you put x value is 1, అంటే ఇక్కడ రైట్ హ్యాండ్ సైడ్ 0 అయితే 0 అని చెప్తాము. In this case 1 is not the 0. What is the f of 1 here? K into 1 square plus 4 into 1 plus 2. It is given 7. What is the result of this one here? X బదులు 1 పెట్టేస్తాం. K into 1 square plus 4 into 1 plus 2 is equals to 7. What is the K value? K plus 6 is equals to 7. K is equals to 1 is the correct answer. Option 4 is the correct answer. జాగ్రత్తగా అబ్జర్వ్ చేయండి. ఇక్కడ f of 1 equal to 7 అని ఇచ్చాడు మనకి. ఈ f of x బదులు ఏం చేయాలి? మనం 1 పెట్టాలి. Substitute x is equals to 1 equal to 7. That gives the k value 1 is the correct answer. Yeah, coming to next one. Condition that x plus 1 is a factor of ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d is. Factor means here ఇక్కడ చూసుకుంటే మీరు ఫ్యాక్టర్ ఆల్ఫా అండ్ బీటా ఆర్ ద రూట్స్ ఆఫ్ ద ఈక్వేషన్. దెన్ యూ కెన్ రైట్ దిస్ ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0 ని a కామన్ గా తీసుకొని x minus alpha into x minus beta equal to 0 ఈ విధంగా రాసుకుంటాము. a into yes, what are the roots factors అంటే ఇక్కడ yes, if x alpha and beta are the roots of ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, వీటిని ఫ్యాక్టర్ లో రిప్రజెంట్ చేస్తే ఏంటమ్మా? ఈ రూట్స్ ని ఫ్యాక్టర్ లో రిప్రజెంట్ చేస్తే ఏమైతుంది మనకి? x minus alpha into x minus beta equal to 0. అంటే these are the factors. x plus 1 factor అంటే ఏమైతుందమ్మా? If x plus 1 is factor, then what is the root here? X is equals to minus 1 is the root. X is equals to minus 1 is the root. Confuse అవద్దు ఫ్యాక్టర్ కి రూట్ కి. x plus 1 factor అంటే మనకి రూట్ ఏమవుతుంది, x is equals to -1. ఎలా వస్తుంది మనకి, equate x plus 1 to 0, x is equals to -1. Substitute here a into -1 whole cube plus b into -1 whole square plus c into -1 plus d equal to 0. a into -1 whole cube plus b into -1 whole square plus c into -1 plus d equal to 0. What is the result of this one we are getting here? Minus a, this is minus a plus b minus c plus d equal to 0. b plus d is equals to a plus c. a plus c is equals to b plus d. Yes, which option is satisfying here? A plus c is equals to b plus d. If you observe here, option 4 is the correct answer. ఇక్కడ ఏమని చెప్తుంది చూడండి, x plus 1 is a factor. x plus 1 factor అన్నప్పుడు x is equals to ఏమైతుంది, -1 is a root. If we will say x minus 1 is a factor, then x is equals to 1 is the root. Confuse అవ్వద్దు, factor కి root కి confuse అవ్వద్దు. What is the correct answer here? Fourth option is the correct answer. A plus c is equals to b plus d. Hope everyone is following. Yes, the quadratic equation is also a very simple topic in the Polycet. But out of 60 marks, we can expect 6 to 7 marks also. Yeah. If b square minus 4ac is greater than 0, then the roots of ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0 are. What is this b square minus 4ac? It is called the discriminant. Discriminant is greater than 0. If discriminant is greater than 0, what is the nature of the roots? Greater than 0, real, equal, not real, none of these. What is the correct answer here? Real is the correct answer. Discriminant is greater than 0. If discriminant equal to 0, the roots are equal. If discriminant less than 0, roots are not real. So this is the case for d equal to 0, and this is for the d less than 0. If discriminant is greater than 0, what is the answer? Real. Depending on the discriminant, whether it is a perfect square or it's not a perfect square. Suppose if it is a perfect square, then what is the nature of the roots? Real and rational. Real లో మనకి 2 cases ఉన్నాయి, జాగ్రత్త గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవాలి. Real 2 cases. ఇక్కడ అబ్జర్వ్ చేస్తే if d greater than 0, and one is what? Real and rational, one case. Real and rational. Second case is the real and irrational. Real and irrational, 2 cases. Very important. When you will get the real and rational, if discriminant is a perfect square, d is a perfect square, and in this case d is not perfect square, perfect square. Very important, perfect square. If d is a perfect square is one case, d is not a perfect square is another case. So depending on this one, lot of 3 cases are there. If d equal to 0, then it is a real and equal, and d greater than 0 and real and distinct. Distinct అంటే మళ్ళీ ఇక్కడ మనకి ఏం కేసెస్ ఉన్నాయమ్మా? రేషనల్ ఉంది, ఇర్రేషనల్ ఉంది. Yes. Yeah, coming to our next question here. If alpha and beta are the roots of the equation x square minus 3x minus 1 equal to 0. These are all the few previous Polycet questions here. What is 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta? What is 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta? Alpha and beta are the roots of the equation. Okay. 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta. You can write 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta. రెండిటి ఎల్సిఎం ఏంటమ్మా? ఆల్ఫా అండ్ బీటా. న్యూమరేటర్ ఏమొచ్చేస్తుంది ఇక్కడ బీటా వచ్చేస్తుంది. వాట్ ఈస్ దట్ హియర్? ఆల్ఫా. ఆల్ఫా ప్లస్ బీటా రిప్రజెంట్స్ వాట్? ఆల్ఫా ప్లస్ బీటా రిప్రజెంట్స్ సమ్ ఆఫ్ ద రూట్స్. Alpha plus beta is the sum of the roots. Divided by alpha and beta is the product of the roots. Sum of the roots, product of the roots. What is the formula for the sum of the roots? Minus b by a. Minus b by a. And product of the roots, what is the formula? C by a. C by a. Minus b by a divided by c by a. What is the overall simplification? A and a will be cancelled. A cancel అయిపోతే మనకి ఏం వచ్చేస్తున్నాం ఇక్కడ? Minus b by c. What is the result we are getting? Minus b by c, which is equals to minus of, what is the b value here? B is equals to minus 3, a is equals to 1, c is equals to minus 1. మనము ఈక్వేషన్ తో కంపారిజన్ చేయాలి. ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. ఈ ఈక్వేషన్ తో కంపారిజన్ చేసుకుంటే what is a value అమ్మా? 1. a is 1, b is equals to minus 3, c is minus 1. Substitute minus of b value is what? Minus 3 divided by c value is the minus 1. What is the answer we are getting here? This minus will be cancelled. Minus 3 is the correct answer. Minus 3 is the correct answer. Which option is correct here? Third option is correct. Minus 3. Observe the question clearly. Alpha and beta are the roots of the equation. X square minus 3x minus 1 equal to 0. Quadratic equation. Then what is 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta? What is the simplification? Alpha plus beta divided by alpha beta. Sum of the roots divided by product of the roots. Minus b by c by a cancel, minus b by c. What is the answer we are getting? Minus 3. Don't do mistakes here. B and C value selections, don't do mistake. What is the correct answer here? Minus 3. If you will do any mistake, 3 is also is there readily. Don't do mistakes. Coming to our next question. If alpha and beta are the roots of the equation ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, then alpha beta square plus alpha square beta. What is the result of this one? Alpha beta square plus alpha square beta is equals to what? Yes. What is the common in all of them? If you take alpha beta is common. Alpha beta is the common. Then alpha plus beta will left here. If you take the alpha beta common, alpha plus beta will left here. Yes. What is the alpha beta? Product of the roots. What is the formula for product of the roots? C by a. Alpha plus beta, sum of the roots. What is the sum of the roots? Minus b by a. What is the overall answer? Minus bc divided by a square. Minus bc divided by a square. Which option is satisfying? Minus bc divided by a square. That is the correct answer. Option 1 is the correct answer. Minus bc divided by a square. Just you take the alpha beta is common, then you will get the alpha plus beta product and sum. Yes. So if you go to the next question, 2x minus 3 by x equal to 5, then what is the x values? What are the roots here? X values, roots of the equation. Yeah. 2x minus 3 by x is equals to 5. What are the roots of the equation? Yes. What is the name of this equation? Whether it is a linear or quadratic. If you take the x is the LCM here, 2x square, or you can say trial and error also, that gives the answer, no problem. 2x square minus 3 is equals to 5x. 2x square minus 5x minus 3 is equals to 0. Yes. What are the roots we are getting here? 2x square minus 5x. This it goes to the other side. 5x and minus 3. 2x square minus 5x minus 3 equal to 0. What are the roots we are getting here? 2 into minus 3 minus 6. We can write this as a 2x square, right? Yeah, 2x square plus 5x. If you take here 6x minus 3. Yes. 2x square, what are the roots here? If you take here 2 into minus 3. 2 into minus 3 is equals to minus 6. 2 into minus 3 is equals to minus 6. What are the factors for minus 5? We can write this minus 5 you can split as a minus 2 minus 3 and minus 6 and 1. Minus 6 and 1. Yes. 2x square we can write this as a minus 6 plus x minus 3 equal to 0. Then what are the roots here? If you take 2x common here, 2x is common, x minus, if you take the 2x common, x minus 3. Yeah, this is clear to all of you how to calculate the roots here. 2 into minus 3 is the minus 6. This minus 5 we are splitting as minus 6 plus 1. 2x into x minus 3 plus 1 into x minus 3 is equals to 0. What are the roots we are getting? ikkada factors raste em vastundam manaki. Again x minus 3 is common. What are the factors we are getting? 2x plus 1 into x minus 3 is equals to 0. These are the factors. Once again listen. 2x minus 3 by x equal to 5. We are framing the quadratic equation. Quadratic equations ni factors lo రాష్ట్రం. కొంతమంది స్టూడెంట్స్ కి ఇందులో నుంచి ఇది ఎలా రాయాలనేది కూడా కన్ఫ్యూజన్ లో ఉంటారు. ఇక్కడ నుంచి ఇక్కడికి కొంచెం కన్ఫ్యూజన్ లో ఉంటారు. జాగ్రత్తగా వినండి అమ్మా. ఏం చేస్తున్నాం ఇక్కడ 2 into minus 3 is the minus 6. ఈ minus 5 ని 2 గా స్ప్లిట్ చేస్తున్నాం. minus 6 plus 1 చేస్తే minus 5. minus 6 into 1 minus 6. What are the roots we are getting? Equate them. X is equals to minus 1 by 2. X is equals to 3. X is equals to minus 1 by 2. X is equals to 3 is the correct answer. Yeah. Here two options are. Yeah. This is minus 3. Please correct this one. Minus 3. What is the answer? Minus 1 by 2, 3. Which option is satisfying here? Option 3 is the correct answer. Minus 1 by 2, 3. By trial and error also you will get the answer. ఈ మైనస్ 1 by 2 3 పెట్టేస్తే మనకి ఇక్కడ ఇది 3 పెట్టినాం అనుకోండి, చూస్తే ఇక్కడ 3 పెట్టేసినాం అనుకోండి ఏమొస్తుంది చూడండి. ఇక్కడ 3 into 3 2 into 3 is 6 minus 3 by 3 1 6 minus 1 is 5. ఈ 3 సాటిస్ఫై అవుతుంది, బట్ 1 by 2 సాటిస్ఫై అవ్వదు. చూడండి మీరు 1 by 2 సాటిస్ఫై అవ్వదు. 1 by 2 పెట్టేస్తే ఏమవుతుందమ్మా 2 into 1 by 2 this becomes 1 minus ఇది 6 అవుతుంది. 1 minus 6 is the minus 5. ట్రయల్ అండ్ ఎర్రర్. ఇక్కడ 1 by 2 3 పెట్టండి అమ్మా, ఇది సాటిస్ఫై అవ్వదు. ఇది కూడా సబ్స్టిట్యూషన్ చేయండి, సాటిస్ఫై అవ్వదు. ఓన్లీ మైనస్ 1 by 2 3 మాత్రమే సాటిస్ఫై చేస్తున్నవి. ఇవి రెండు మాత్రమే సాటిస్ఫై చేస్తుంది. కరెక్ట్ ఆన్సర్ ఈజ్ minus 1 by 2 3 is the correct answer. This is one procedure. ఇంకో ప్రొసీజర్ ఏంటి? ఈ వాల్యూస్ ని సబ్స్టిట్యూషన్ చేస్తూ ఆన్సర్ కూడా ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేయొచ్చు. వాట్ ఇస్ ద కరెక్ట్ ఆన్సర్? minus 1 by 2 3 is the correct answer. Yeah, coming to our next question. Square root of a by b plus 2 plus b by a. How to write this one into quadratic? Square root of, which one is correct here? Square root of, you can write a by b plus 2 plus b by a as the root a by root b, root a by root b plus root b by root a whole square. You observe clearly, root a by root b plus root b by root a whole squared. What is this expansion? What is this expansion is? Root a by root b whole squared is what? A by b. Root b by root a whole squared is what? B by a. Plus 2 into root a by b into root b by a. Both are cancelled. Plus 2 you will get. That means, ఇక్కడ ఈ బ్రాకెట్ లో ఉన్న టర్మ్ ని, ఈ బ్రాకెట్ లో ఉన్న టర్మ్ ఏమన్నా, సారీ, అండర్ స్క్వేర్ రూట్ లో ఉన్న టర్మ్ ఏమని రాస్తున్నాం? a by b plus 2 plus b by a ని root a by b, root a by root b plus root b by root a whole square రాసేస్తున్నాం. These two are cancelled. Both are square root and square will be cancelled. What is the answer we are getting? Root a by b plus root b by a. Option 1 is the correct answer. Root a by b plus root b by a. మనకి ఈ ఐడియా రావాలి. ఆ 2 ని ఇలా root a by b, 2 into root a by b root b by a. We should write like that. Overall it is a root a by root b plus root b by root a whole squared. These two will be cancelled. Correct answer is the option 1 is the correct answer. Yes, everyone is following. This is a very interesting topic in the Polycet quadratic equations. The product of the roots of the equation, product of the roots of the quadratic equation. What is the a value here? A value, what is the a value? Root 3. What is the b value? B value is minus 6. C value is 9 root 3. What is the formula of the product of the roots? Alpha into beta, alpha into beta. C by a, product of the roots is the C by a. What is the C by a here? 9 root 3 divided by root 3 What is the answer? Straight away option 2 is the correct answer. 9. 9 root 3 by root 3. Root 3 cancel. What is the answer? Product of the roots. 9 is the correct answer. It takes only 10 seconds, 10 to 15 seconds to answer this type of questions. Only 10 to 15 seconds. Coming to next. The discriminant of square root of x square plus x plus 1 is equals to 2. What is the discriminant? All of you know discriminant formula. D is equals to b square minus 4ac. D is equals to b square minus 4ac. But this is not the quadratic. Still it is not the quadratic. Something conversion is required here. Squaring on both sides. What is the result you will get? X square plus x plus 1. Squaring on both sides, x square plus x plus 1 is equals to 4. Squaring on both sides. Now it is a quadratic. What is the result we are going to get? X square plus x plus 1 minus 4 minus 3 equal to 0. What is the discriminant formula? What is the b value? A value is 1 here, b value is 1, c value is the minus 3. So ఇవన్నీ సైన్స్ జాగ్రత్త తీసుకోవాలి. A value is 1, b value 1, c value minus 3. What is the discriminant formula? b square minus 4ac. b square minus 4ac. 1 minus 4 into what is a value? 1. C value minus 3. Overall 1 plus 12, that is the 13 is the correct answer. What is the discriminant value? 13 is the correct answer. 1 plus 12, 13. Option 1 is the correct answer. Discriminant is the 13. ఇక్కడ ఏం చేస్తున్నాం మనం? Quadratic equation form చేయాలి first. Squaring on both sides. Then find out what are the ABC different values and also discriminant formula b square minus 4ac. Very good. Yeah, coming to our next question here. If A is the solution set of x square minus 5x plus 6 equal to 0 and B is the solution set of x minus root 3x minus 6 equal to 2, then what is A intersection B? ఇక్కడ A intersection B ఏమి ఇచ్చాడు? ఒకటి ఆప్షన్ నల్ సెట్ ఇచ్చాడు, ఆప్షన్ 2 ఏమి ఇచ్చాడు? A ఇచ్చాడు, ఆప్షన్ 3 B, ఆప్షన్ 4 2. అంటే ఇక్కడ ఏం చేయాలి మనం? వాట్ ఆర్ ద రూట్స్ ఆఫ్ x square minus 5x plus 6 equal to 0. ఇక్కడ ఎలా రాస్తాం? అవుట్ రైట్ ద ఫ్యాక్టర్స్. 1 into 6 is the 6. We have to split this as minus 2x minus 3x plus 6 equal to 0. If you take the x is common, x minus 2, minus 3 is common, x minus 2 equal to 0. What are the roots here? X minus 2 is common again, x minus 3. What are the roots here? 2 and 3. 2 and 3 are the roots of the first quadratic equation, and second quadratic equation here, x minus root 3x minus 6 equal to 2. It is not square root is there, we have to eliminate that. ఈ 2 ని ఇటువైపు తీసుకురండి అమ్మా. x minus 2, bring the 2 this side and square root on the other side. Root 3x minus 6, squaring on both sides. Take the squaring on both sides. X minus 2 whole squared. X minus 2 whole squared is equals to 3x minus 6. Squaring on both sides. What is the result we are getting here? X square plus 4 minus 4x. These terms also send this side. Minus 3x plus 6 equal to 0. X square. All the terms we are bringing to the left side. X square minus 7x plus 10 equal to 0. What are the roots of this one here? X is equals to 2 and 5. You will get the roots here 2 and 5. Factors ఏం వస్తాం ఇక్కడ మనకి? X minus 2, x minus 5 are the factors. What are the roots here? 2 and 5. If you observe here, what are the different roots we are getting? A set. This is A set. A set. And this is the B set. 2 and 5. B set. A set, B set. What are the roots here? Any common roots are there? A intersection B. A intersection B చూడండి. Common set, common roots అడుగుతున్నాడు మనకి. A intersection B. Which is the common root here? Out of 2, 3, 2, 5. What is the common root? 2 is the common root. A intersection B. A అంటే ఇక్కడ A is the set of the roots here first equation. B is the set of the roots for the second equation. ఈ రెండిటికి కామన్ ఏముంది మనకి 2. ఆప్షన్ 4 is the correct answer. సో ఈ టైప్ ఆఫ్ క్వశ్చన్స్ కొంచెం ట్విస్ట్ చేశాడు ఇక్కడ, కన్ఫ్యూజ్ ఏమవ్వదు, జాగ్రత్తగా చూసుకోవాలా. 2 క్వాడ్రాటిక్ ఈక్వేషన్స్ ని సాల్వ్ చేసుకొని వాటి కామన్ ఉన్న రూట్ ని మనం ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేస్తున్నాం. వాట్ ఇస్ ద కరెక్ట్ ఆన్సర్? 4th option is the correct answer. 4th option is correct. Yeah, coming to, if alpha and beta are the roots of ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, then what is alpha cube plus beta cube? Alpha cube plus beta cube is equals to what? Alpha cube plus beta cube. So already I told you the formula. Alpha cube plus beta cube ante em raskuntam? Alpha plus beta whole cube minus 3 into alpha beta, alpha plus beta. What is alpha plus beta whole cube? For ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, what is the sum of the roots here? Minus b by a whole cube minus 3 into, what is the alpha and beta? Product of the roots, c by a. What is the alpha plus beta? Alpha plus beta is the minus b by a. What is the simplification of this one? Minus 1 whole cube is a minus b cube by a cube minus plus 3 into bc by a square. Minus into minus plus 3 bc by a square. What is the LCM here? A cube is LCM. Out of these two, what is the a cube? A cube is LCM. Then what is the result we will get here? Minus b cube plus, ఇక్కడ ఒక a వచ్చి మల్టిప్లై అవుతుంది. A will be multiplied here 3abc. 3abc minus b cube divided by a cube. 3abc minus b cube divided by a cube. What is the correct answer here? Option 1 is the correct answer. 3abc minus b cube divided by a cube. Option 1 is the correct answer. Yes. Observe, different answers are there. Option 1 is the correct. So everybody is following. అంటే ఇక్కడ గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవాల్సింది ఏంటి, ఇక్కడ మనకి this formula is very very important. ఈ ఫార్ములా మనకి గుర్తు లేకపోతే మాత్రం we cannot attempt this bit. So here if you observe the next question, alpha and beta are the roots of the equation 5x square plus 5x plus 6 equal to 0, then 1 plus alpha into 1 plus beta. So like that we have so many previous Polycet questions and important questions ఇవన్నిటిని సాల్వ్ చేస్తాం. నియర్ అబౌట్ ఒక క్వాడ్రాటిక్ ఈక్వేషన్స్ పైననే ప్రాబ్లమ్ సెట్ ఒక మోర్ దెన్ 150 క్వశ్చన్స్ ని సాల్వ్ చేస్తాం ఫర్ గెటింగ్ ఓన్లీ 6 మార్క్స్. 6 మార్క్స్ కోసం మనం 150 to 200 ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ ని సాల్వ్ చేస్తుంటాం. ఇక్కడ ఆల్ఫా అండ్ బీటా ఆర్ ద రూట్స్ ఆఫ్ ద ఈక్వేషన్ 1 plus alpha into 1 plus beta is equals to, ఏమని చెప్తాం, మల్టిప్లై చేసేస్తే 1 plus alpha into 1 plus alpha plus beta into 1 beta plus alpha beta, that is a multiplication of both the terms. Then what is the result we are getting? 1 plus, what is the alpha plus beta? Alpha plus beta is the sum of the roots. Alpha into beta is the product of the roots. What is the sum of the roots here? A value is what? A value is 5, B value is 5, C value is the 6. If you observe here, alpha plus beta is what? Minus b by a plus alpha into beta is what? C by a. 1 plus, what is the minus b by a? If you observe, minus 5 by 5 plus c by a. What is the c by a? 6 by 5. 1 minus 5 cancel here. Minus 5 by 5 cancel. 1 minus 1 plus 6 by 5. What is the answer we are getting? 6 by 5. Option 3 is the correct answer. 6 by 5 is the correct answer. ఇక్కడ జాగ్రత్త అబ్జర్వ్ చేయాలి. మల్టిప్లై చేసుకుంటే మనకి sum of the roots and you will get the sum of the roots and product of the roots term. Yes. Coming to next bit here, x square minus px plus q equal to 0 quadratic equation. Alpha and beta are the roots. Then what is alpha by beta plus beta by alpha? Alpha by beta plus beta by alpha. What is that equation? What is the result of? Yeah, what is the LCM here? LCM is beta into alpha. This comes here alpha square plus beta square. What is the alpha square plus beta square formula? You can write this as a alpha plus beta whole squared minus 2 into alpha beta divided by alpha beta. Simplify this one, separate alpha plus beta whole squared by alpha beta minus 2. Alpha beta cancel. What is alpha plus beta? Alpha plus beta is the sum of the roots. Sum of the roots is what? Here minus b by a. Minus b by alpha plus beta is what? Minus b by a. Minus b by a whole squared divided by alpha into beta is what? C by a minus 2. Minus b by a whole squared minus if you observe here this is b square by a square. B square by a squared divided by c by a minus 2, which results here. What is the b value here? What is the further simplification of this one here? A will be cancelled. B square divided by AC minus 2. Simplify this further. What is the b value is given? B value is minus p. B value is minus p. Minus p whole square divided by AC. A value is 1. C value is q. Minus 2. What is the answer we are getting? P square divided by q minus 2. That is p square minus 2q divided by q. P square minus 2q divided by q. Which option is satisfying here? Option 1 is the correct answer. ఇక్కడ మీరు కన్ఫ్యూజ్ అవ్వాల్సింది ఏం లేదు. ఆల్ఫా బీటా ఎల్సిఎం తీసుకుంటున్నాం. ఆల్ఫా స్క్వేర్ ప్లస్ బీటా స్క్వేర్. ఈ ఆల్ఫా స్క్వేర్ ప్లస్ బీటా స్క్వేర్ we are writing as alpha plus beta whole squared minus 2 alpha beta by alpha beta. I separated the terms like this. And what is alpha plus beta is minus b by a whole square is there. Alpha beta is the c by a and minus 2 continues as it is. Simplify that term. What is the simplification? b square by ac minus 2. ఇక్కడ a value ఎంత ఉంది మనకి? a value 1 ఉంది. b value minus p ఉంది. C value q. After substituting all of them, simplify. What is the correct answer is satisfying? First option is the correct answer. Yeah. Coming to our next question. What is our next question here? The graph y equal to x square equal to 0 lies in which quadrant? Y plus x square equal to 0. Already we have discussed in the beginning. X square equal to minus y. What is x square equal to minus y? What type of parabola? It is a downward parabola. What type of parabola? Downward parabola. So x square equal to plus y is upward. X square minus y is the downward. Downward covers which quadrant? This is the third quadrant and it is the fourth quadrant. Q3 and Q4. Third and fourth quadrant is the correct answer. Third and fourth. Remember 4 types of parabolas. All are very, very important. 4 types of parabolas. Coming to what are the factors? X square plus 7x plus 12. What are the different factors? ఇక్కడ రూట్స్ అడగట్లేదు మనకి, ఫ్యాక్టర్స్ అడుగుతున్నాడు. ఈజ్ ఆస్కింగ్ ఫ్యాక్టర్స్. హౌ టు టేక్ ద ఫ్యాక్టర్స్ ఆఫ్ దిస్ వన్? 1 into 12 is the 12. ఈ 7 ని మనం స్ప్లిట్ చేసుకోవాలి. 7 ఎలా స్ప్లిట్ చేస్తాం? 7 is equals 3 plus 4. 3x plus 4x. మళ్ళీ 3 into 4 మల్టిప్లై చేస్తే ఏం రావాలి? 12 రావాలి. అదొకటి జాగ్రత్త గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి. x into x plus 3. x into x plus 3 plus 4 into x plus 3. Again x plus 3 is common in both of them. You take x plus 3 is common into x plus 4. X plus 3 into x plus 4, they are the factors. X plus 3 into x plus 4 are the factors. Roots అడిగింది అనుకోండి. If the question is roots, roots are, what is another name is the zeros. What are the roots and zeros here? Minus 3, minus 4. Minus 3, minus 4 are the roots and factors are x plus 3, x plus 4. So coming to the next question here. See, if alpha and beta are the roots of the equation x square minus 1 equal to 0, what is alpha plus beta? It's a 2020 bit, 2020 Polycet bit. Alpha plus beta is what? Sum of the roots. Alpha plus beta is the sum of the roots. What is the formula? Minus b by a. If you observe here, a value is 1, b value is 0, c value is minus 1. There is no x term. What is the answer here? Minus 0 by 1. 0 is the correct answer. Straight away, hardly it takes 5 seconds answer. minus b by a, minus 0 by 1. 0 is the correct answer, alpha plus beta. That is clear to all of you? Yes, everyone is following, guys, right? Coming to, what is the product of the roots of this equation? Here, what is the a value? A value is root 3. A value is the root 3. B value is minus 2. C value is minus root 3. ఇక్కడ ప్లస్ మైనస్ సైన్ కూడా చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్ అమ్మా, డోంట్ డూ మిస్టేక్స్. వాట్ ఇస్ ద ప్రొడక్ట్ ఆఫ్ ద రూట్స్? ప్రొడక్ట్ ఆఫ్ రూట్స్ is equals to C by A. What is the product of the roots is C by A. That is minus root 3 by root 3. Minus 1 is the correct answer. Minus 1 is the correct answer. Option 2 is correct answer for this particular bit. C value జాగ్రత్తగా సెలెక్ట్ చేసుకోవాలి. ఆ మైనస్ కూడా చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్. యా, కమింగ్ టు అవర్ నెక్స్ట్ బిట్ హియర్. If the equation ax square minus 8x plus 4 equal to 0 has equal roots, then what is a value? What is the condition for equal roots? For equal roots, what is the condition? Equal roots condition is discriminant is equals to 0. Discriminant is equals to 0. అంటే ఏంటమ్మా? b square minus 4ac equal to 0. b square minus 4ac equal to 0. B value is what there? Minus 8 whole squared minus 4 into A value is A. C value is 4 is equals to 0. Discriminant equal to 0 for the equal roots. What is the minus 8 whole squared? 64. 64 is equals to 16A. A is equals to 64 divided by 16. What is the answer here? A value 4 is the correct answer. A value is the 4. What is the condition he has specified here? Roots are equal. Roots are equal. What is the condition for this one? Discriminant equal to 0. Very good. Yeah, coming to our next question here. The sum of the roots of the quadratic equation. Sum of the roots of quadratic equation. What are the sum of the roots of the quadratic equation? Yes. Sum of the roots of the quadratic equation, if you observe, what is the formula of the sum of the roots of the quadratic equation? Alpha plus beta. Alpha plus beta. What is the A value here? A value is 3. B value minus 7. C value is the 11. What is the formula for the sum of the roots? Alpha plus beta is minus B by A. Alpha plus beta is the minus B by A. Minus of what is that? B value here minus 7 divided by 3. What is the overall answer? 7 by 3. 7 by 3. Option 1 is the correct answer. 7 by 3. Option 1 is the correct answer. Sign also very important. Everywhere we have to follow the sign carefully. A value is 3. B value is minus 7. C value is 11. Sum of the roots alpha plus beta is the minus B by A. Minus of minus 7 by 3. 7 by 3 is the correct answer. Yes, very good. These are all the different few questions. Previous is Polycet bits. So here మీరు కొంచెం Polycet Saimedha Polycet తీసుకోవడం ద్వారా advantage, you will get guidelines for and best rank also available for you, and also guidelines for your further polytechnic classes కానీ ESET classes, GATE. All these guidelines are also available, and try for the all of you for the first rank. To get the first rank, try level best. We are here to provide for best coaching from the Saimedha Koti. So ikkada once again మనం ఒకసారి రివిజన్ చూసుకుంటే quadratic equation degree. What is the degree of the quadratic equation? ఎంత ఉంటుందమ్మా? 2. Standard form is ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. A అనేది 0 ఉండకూడదు, మనకి అవన్నీ చెప్పుకున్నాం బిగినింగ్ స్లైడ్స్. B వాల్యూ is 0, then it is a pure quadratic. ఇక్కడ ఒక ఎగ్జాంపుల్ తీసుకున్నాం అనుకోండి, x square minus 3 equal to 0. X square minus 3 equal to 0, then it is a pure quadratic equation. It is a pure quadratic equation. అంటే quadratic equation అంటే మనకి x term ఉండొచ్చు. Pure quadratic, no x term. So these are all and also remember sum of the roots and product of the roots formula, all these things, right? So hope all of the students are enjoyed the session in this right quadratic equation. We are discussing near about 20 previous Polycet questions. ఇంకా చాలా క్వశ్చన్స్ డిస్కస్ చేస్తాం ఫర్దర్ క్లాసెస్. థ్యాంక్ యూ.